All right, this week we are playing Mugen Souls Z.
Z. This is the sequel just published by EastAsiaSoft at the time that you're watching this. We're playing this a couple days early of because there was an embargo, so we're just recording this now. But you're going to be watching it when this game is available in North America, and it was originally launched on PlayStation 3, but EastAsiaSoft is republishing it here in 2023 on Switch. It's been available on PC for a while, and we actually covered the first game. When was that? Like a year ago, maybe the first game came out, was re-released. I forget. Pretty recently. Maybe
yeah,
it wasn't even a year
I don't
ago.
remember when it was exactly released. It was not that long ago, maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that long ago, and we are from a website called MyGamer.com. Go there, check us out, put us in your favorites, your bookmarks, because we are covering the games that nobody else is covering, kind of like this game here. And I know you're a fan of the Japanese RPGs, because you played this on PlayStation 3, no? Or PC?
I own it on PC. I don't remember if I played it on PS3. I may actually. So, Zach here will vouch for me on this. When you start collecting video games,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You kind of.
I know where you're going with this.
There's a blind spot that you get, like. So one of the reasons that I like Amazon a lot is it will tell me when I go in to buy a video game, hey, you bought this on this date, so I can sit there and go, oh, I forgot.
I forgot that. Yeah.
Because when you buy 2-3 video games a month, because that's your only hobby, you kind of start to lose track of.
Yeah, and you've been doing that for years.
Don't.
Exactly, we've been doing. Plus, you've been doing that for years. We get review games. You can't keep it all in your head after you've been doing this for 10 to 20 years.
Oh yeah, and it's like trying to keep my wife away from seeing what the true number on my Steam list is.
Exactly. I ran into something that's funny that you mentioned that, because there was something on. Oh man, I can't remember the game it was, but I was something on Xbox, and I was like, oh, there's a game that I kind of wanted to play, and then I actually got it. It was like one of the free games with gold, years ago. But it still lets you buy the game, even though it's a games with gold, even though I have an ultimate subscription. So I was confused. I was like, wait, I own this game? Oh, it's a free games with gold game. That's why I see the price, and that's why I didn't buy it before. So I don't need to buy it because I already own it. So it's like, it's a little confusing because you could still buy a game that you technically already own. So you got to watch yourself sometimes.
Yes. And that's one of the reasons I like digital. I'm starting to like digital games more, is because they will. I'll go in to look at something, though it'll just be like, you own this.
Yes.
And it's funny because it definitely does that with stuff that I'm like, I don't. Like, I have the physical copy of that. Why do I have? I don't know. Why do I have the digital too?
Yeah, Steam is good. Then technically you can get rid of your physical version if you wanted to.
I don't think I would ever do that, because anyone that is not Microsoft and Sony are the only ones that have been good about keeping their stores up.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the 360 store, they're just bringing down, and I think they said they're bringing down the store. They're not bringing you can still download the games.
Yeah, and it's only on the actual 360 hardware. So if you're still using your Xbox 360, you won't be able to access the store on your 360. The games, the Xbox games that are backwards compatible on the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, you will still be able to buy and purchase from those consoles.
Okay.
So it's not who's really using the 360 these days? I mean, that's to buy games and take it seriously,
Well, that's one of the. I mean, so since the Xbox One launched and Microsoft sort of ate shit on that, because they ruined that generation for themselves. That was such a terrible launch. They're still trying to recover from it.
Yeah, plus the naming structure is very weird. That doesn't help anything.
Yeah, but since then, they've just been making a lot of really good decisions. I mean, it's every system they've had is fully backwards compatible as they can make it.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome. Sony
Yeah.
fucking gave up on that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say Microsoft is like the one that's like taking it the most seriously. Like Nintendo, a little bit, with their Nintendo and Switch online, like the SNES Online, you can play Game Boy games and stuff now. You get one game a month. It's not like a huge deal, but Xbox, to take it seriously, to even go back to the very first generation of Xbox, so you can play Crimson Skies again if you really wanted to.
Yeah, that game gets a lot of fucking bad rap.
Crimson Skies?
I love Crimson Skies.
Yeah, so did I. It was awesome when it first came out. It was one of the few games that let you play two players online, because this is like when online was still new. Halo, Crimson Skies, where I would go to my friend's house. He had Xbox Live, I didn't, but we'd both be able to play online split screen through his account, which was cool.
Yeah. I played the single player. I played some of the multiplayer, but
Yeah.
I just really, really liked the single player, and I thought the story was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think they were gonna do like a sequel to it. And
Yeah, there was talks for like years, but then it just never happened.
yeah, it was gonna be like, I think the sequel, they were talking about making it like a launch 360 game. Because it was a really early Xbox game.
It was one of the first Xbox Live, like right when Xbox Live came out. It was like one of the first games, if not like kind of like the game to get.
Yeah, and you got it for free too with Xbox when you bought a year of Xbox Live.
Remember
they used to do that.
I remember there being bundles. Yeah, like you can get stuff, and you can buy like even like the credit card thing at the store, where it like came with the headset and the puck thing that you'd put in the controller.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely remember. What the fuck?
I don't remember this game having like Zoids in it.
It does, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that the Zoids is normally it's like how you end a chapter.
Oh. Yeah, these are like huge Gundam battles here.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought this was just like cute anime chicks, running around smacking people with like fans and umbrellas and stuff.
Nope. Weird Gundam battles.
Yeah.
Space Gundam.
Space Gundams.
Well, Gundam is, I guess just kind of in space.
Well, yeah, same thing.
You're gonna make me fucking replay this battle, aren't you?
It's gonna be close. Maybe this is one of those battles you got. Oh. Are you supposed to lose that?
I don't think so.
What's that bunny puppy? Oh, shit.
That's one of your minions. Seriously?
Wasn't that, I mean, didn't we check that option to, like, not die?
No, we just got a bunch. For this... Wow. Huh.
That's...
So we enabled a lot of the cheats just to start a new file. But...
I guess we did not click the cheat to activate unlimited Zoid energy.
I thought I...
Yeah.
Alright, let's skip all of the dialogue then.
Well, we're doing this again. That's crazy how, like, you got to go through some stuff, and then you could potentially die, and now you got to replay, like, the first 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, dude. A lot of these games just don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It seems just kind of, especially if you're like, what if I've never played an RPG before, and then you just get absolutely smoked.
Well, and it's like sitting there trying to explain, like, the rock, paper, scissors. Maybe I should have paid attention to the tutorial.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what other game did this to me that really pissed me off? Skies of Arcadia.
Oh, yeah. I tried playing it on Cube because I missed out on it on Dreamcast. And I was like, this is kind of more complicated than I thought this was going to be. And then I played it for like an hour, and I was like, I'm not doing this.
So with Skies of Arcadia, I tried to play it a couple years ago, probably during COVID, and when you get to the ship battles, they don't care. They don't give a fuck about you. And it's like the first ship battle, I had my ship fully maxed on what I was able to do at the time, and I just like couldn't fucking beat the thing. And a friend of mine who had beat the game was like, "Yeah, you kind of need to look up a tutorial for that one." And it's like, why would you fucking do that?
Is that also on Steam?
No, it is on Dreamcast, and it is on
just on Cube.
Yeah, Dreamcast and Cube. And people have been like asking for it to be ported.
That's another game where, okay, so why isn't Skies of Arcadia, like been re-released? How come Choo Choo Rocket has never been re-released? There's just been a Dreamcast version.
They released something with Choo Choo Rocket.
There's a Choo Choo. They put it on the Apple stupid iPhone.
Yeah.
What's the iPhone platform?
The App Store.
No, it's like the Apple Arcade.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's like you got to subscribe to the $20 a month Apple Arcade thing, and there's like a new version like on there that kind of like recently came out. I heard it. I don't have it. Or I don't really kind of care about that.
I haven't.
But why that'd be like the perfect game to put on Xbox Live Arcade, or like back in the if that was the game that was like the summer of arcade, those like 4 games that they would like heavily promote back in the 360, the game, it would have killed. Like everybody would have got that. You sold that thing for $10 and you put it on sale for $5. Man, Choo Choo Rocket would have been awesome. Online play.
Oh,
fantastic.
Well, and one of my favorite parts about Sega and all that shit is when Microsoft bought Activision, they like a list came out during the trial about like, oh yeah, they weren't the only company we were thinking about buying. And it was like Sega came up, and Sega's response was, "We are so flattered that Microsoft would consider buying us. We have a great working relationship with them right now, so we're not interested in being sold, but it's really awesome when someone considers your company worth buying out."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, Microsoft should buy Sega."
Oh, because then they'd also get Atlas too.
Yeah.
That would be, and I don't know how the world would react to like an American company taking over Atlas. That would be.
I don't think Sega. I think when they said we wouldn't, like we're not up for sale, I think they really meant that.
Yeah.
Most Japanese companies wouldn't. They probably would frown heavily on being being bought by an American company. That
Absolutely.
seems like something they would just rather go bankrupt than do.
That's my point. Is that just seems, I don't know how the world would react to that one.
Yeah, well, especially like all of the like Persona and Shin Megami Tensei games only coming out on the 360.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot.
I'm sorry, the Series X.
There's a lot of Persona games that are actually going to be coming to Game Pass. So like Microsoft
and Sega went out of their shit day one on Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's what, the remake of 4, like something. There's already a couple games out there, but there's like another one, or is it 3? Maybe that's. I think
it's a remake of 3.
Maybe it's 3 that's coming soon.
3 is just old enough that the mechanics of it are kind of dated.
Yeah, I never really got into Persona heavily, so I can't speak too knowledgeably about it, but I know people like their Persona, so it's interesting to see that Microsoft, how much money did they pay to get those games on Game Pass, because I feel like that's not going to be a cheap bill. Yeah, this is where we should have paid attention last time and shut up from talking for 5 minutes.
Oh, I could pull it up. Okay.
Yeah, this is important.
SP drain.
Because this is not going to be the only battle of this game.
No, and maybe I should take things seriously.
Yeah, well, we don't want to restart and do all that over again.
Oh no, this game's getting turned off if I have to do that. I kind of think that they make the decision on what they're doing after I attack.
Yeah, it seems like they deal way more damage than maybe they should.
Yeah.
At least for this very first opening battle.
Well, we do what we can with what we have.
Let's see, how much damage will you take?
No, that he's
Oh, he gets the heal. That's always a kick in the ass when the boss or the enemies heal.
Yeah, and they
That's
really
the worst.
They really shouldn't have healed unless they knew what attack they're getting hit by that time.
Yeah, that is the biggest. I feel like when you're, especially if you're playing a boss, if they heal, that's like just the big dick move, as well as when the boss summons like the normal minions just as like fodder to get in the way. That's also kind of a cheap tactic that I don't like in boss battles.
Yeah. So you did pierce.
Mm-hmm.
He did reflect.
He's got the shield up now.
Yeah, that's why I
One-
kept doing pierce.
Yeah, if one more hit,
They
hopefully,
should take him out.
unless he heals again.
Well, I
Oh, here we
think
go.
I'm supposed to go first, so
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
yeah, cool.
Pierce seems to be that was a better call.
So let's just ignore what happened the first time.
Yeah, that was our own dumbass fault if we would have
Paid attention.
paid attention and actually.
Well, I
like,
also
read
didn't
what
think they were
trying
going to be that
Yeah.
damaging and unforgiving.
Yeah, especially first big
Yes.
battle. That's
All right. And for this week, that has been. I'm Gillman with MyGamer, and you, sir.
Yeah, so this has been Mugen Souls Z. This game, at the time you're watching this, just came out, so go check it out. Another excellent EastAsiaSoft title. We've been covering a lot of their games over the last few years, so if you just browse MyGamer, I'd say at least one, if not multiple games a month we've been covering from EastAsiaSoft. So if you like their library, as you should, check out our site because we got all the coverage there. So yeah, check out mygamer.com, put us in your bookmarks, and then you can follow me on Twitter at ZachGaz, ZACKGAZ. And until next time, thank you for watching and game on.